This is a place.
This is a place?
This is a place. We want to talk about. This is a place.
Thank you for listening to This Is a Place podcast. My name is Brandon.
My name's Nate.
And we want to wish everyone National Empanada Day.
Me gusta.
Did you hear what I said? Empanada.
Empanada?
Yeah, isn't that how it's pronounced?
Empanada or empanada?
It's empanada. Isn't there an enye right there?
Enye? Empanada.
There's a actually, we had them on a few years ago. Provost Park Pass. Remember when we interviewed them many, many moons ago?
Mm-hmm.
The wife in the relationship, the wife in the videos, she pronounced them empanadas. And so I just had to call it out.
Empanada.
I had to call it out as sort of an apology to our friend Matt, who is probably quite confused today that we are back on, even though we said last week he was going to be taking over the show. I think he'd even prepared some episodes because he did not know that it was an April Fool's joke. Sorry, Matt.
Ooh, I'm surprised you didn't do Hippo Day.
I did think about it, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, Pygmy Hippo Day. Yeah. I also thought about National Dog Fighting Awareness Day for you, but it is what it is. So anyway,
Spotlight Day.
If you guys didn't know, we tend to do an April Fool's joke, and we couldn't skip it again this year, because it was actually on the day.
On the day.
Yeah.
Couldn't miss the opportunity.
You couldn't miss it.
And we also couldn't do that to our fans.
Do you think we've ever lost fans because of us announcing we were ending the podcast or anything? Like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and unsubscribe.
No, I bet it's from other things we've done.
Good point. Said. Yeah, that makes more sense. Well, anyway, I hope nobody unsubscribed hearing the news that Matt was taking over. We like Matt. We'd like to have him on. We'll continue to have him on, but he is not taking over the podcast. At least not yet.
Over our dead bodies.
Yeah, as if. We were originally supposed to do this episode for our anniversary episode because we went out to celebrate our 6 years together. We went and had dinner with our families. We're part of our families. But we did go out, and in typical fashion, we had to pick some place that we could capitalize for the podcast and make an episode out of it. And this was my first time going here, somewhere that Nate recommended, and
I can't believe that you've never been there before. I feel like you've been to all the fun spots.
You'd call this a fun spot?
Yeah, it's a Utah thing.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying it's more fun than some other random place we could have chose. Is your argument?
Right. And how long has it been around?
Man,
do you feel like
20 years at least?
Do you feel like you could have gone there in high school?
Oh yeah, definitely. I know it was around in high school.
Okay, that's why I'm surprised too that it wasn't like some place you went to in high school.
Let's see if we can find a definitive answer to how long it's been open. If you didn't read the episode description, we're talking about Virgs. Virges. We don't even know how to pronounce it.
Virgs I felt like I've looked at this before and I can't remember what the answer was.
Holy cow. It's been around a long time. Virg's or Virges restaurant was started in 1981, and it was originally located on State Street in Salt Lake City. In 1990, Dave Law took over ownership of the restaurant after the original owner passed away. The original owner's wife, Virginia, Virg, okay, so that probably tells us it's Virg. Virginia, Virg, okay, did not want to keep running the restaurant and sold it to Dave. Today, there are 4 Virg's restaurants: Erta, Taylorsville, Ogden, and West Valley. The original Verges was known for fish and chips and chicken strips. Today, they are known for their old fashioned diner meals, which include breakfast and lunch. Dave's advice to entrepreneurs starting their own business is keeping small is better. I don't care about that. So, yeah, there you go. That's Verges. Did not know that story, that it was been around that long. But I feel like when it moved and opened up in all those other locations, probably more applicable to us would be Taylorsville in West Valley. I don't actually, there's no West Valley one anymore, is there? I think that one's gone. Wasn't it on 56? But it's like Los Tapatillos now
We're at.
in
Oh,
I think it used to be in West Valley, but I don't think it's there anymore.
they probably did. I know they had one. They turned the wingers that was on 35th South and like 22nd West or something like that into Verges, and that one I don't think is there anymore.
Yeah, why was it always wingers? Okay, there's like Erda, maybe where's this one? Grantsville,
They had one in
and
Erda, and then the church took it when they built the temple.
oh, they did.
Hmm.
They've got one in Ogden. Looks like South Ogden, maybe. So, but when I look at it, did they move it? Because it looks like there is still one out by Asylum 49, pretty close to there.
Oh, they might have. Yeah,
So maybe they
that
just
makes
moved it.
sense.
So it looks like there's four, but there's not a West Valley one. There's a Grantsville, Tooele, Taylorsville, and Ogden. And we went to the Taylorsville one because it's nice and close to us.
In
But
2000, yeah, it says in
yes,
2021 they opened up a new location in Tooele after the Erda one was
okay,
lost to the church. So I think you're probably right.
makes sense. So a place you've gone to quite a bit.
I've been there a dozen plus times maybe in my career going to restaurants. They used to do, and that's another deal we need to talk about. I think it was called like City Deals or something like that, and they used to have like a coupon to go there. So I used to go there a lot when we had obviously some discount coupons because they used to have well, we'll get into this, but they have a burger called the Ginormous Burger. It's a pound burger, and they had a family burger that was about 2 pounds of meat, and it was just huge. So I used to go there a lot with my brother-in-law to try to do the family burger. But even the Ginormous Burger, and we did go there quite a bit when the boys were younger, because the Ginormous Burger is not very expensive. It's like 17, $18. And there's no way I probably could. I have to be really hungry to eat the whole thing, but I would cut it in half and I'd eat half and the boys would eat a quarter of it. So it was a cheap meal to go do.
Pretty good
So
deal.
so I've been there quite a few times. And I like the fact that they just have a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
So
it does kind of have that diner feel. You know,
yeah.
it's kind of set up like a diner, like these for whatever reason the Wingers locations very diner esque, and that's what
Well,
this.
that's why Wingers kind of got its start, and then Wingers I think started kind of dying down a little bit, and then they kind of changed or revamped their identity. And
Mm-hmm.
I think the only Wingers that still does the same building is that one on 90th and Redwood
Yeah,
that I can recall.
kind of like Train
So
Table. When you see a former Wingers location, you know exactly what it was.
right,
But you mentioned they used to do this challenge, and we did confirm with them, and they no longer do. But they still have pictures up posted of people that won the challenge over the years, which is cool. They're not completely erasing the history. Those that sacrificed their body for the thrill of the game.
yeah.
But I thought, I mean, the restaurant is um it's themed to be really fish and chips. You know, that seems like the theme. Or it's like a nautical theme. And so I thought it was going to be that was what I was, going to get or have to get. It was like a fish restaurant, but very much not the case. Very much diner. And I think they still have fish and chips on the menu, but it's not their probably their main thing anymore. It's
I
kind of the
should have
vibe I get.
asked when we're there, like, what's the most ordered item? Like, what's
Mm,
we usually ask that, or I usually do. And it's funny that you bring that up because I don't think I've ever had the fish and chips there.
you a fish and chips guy?
I like it. Yeah. You? Oh,
No,
you don't like fish, right?
no fish for me, buddy.
You're crazy.
No, no. But the nice thing about our visit, we went with five of us, me and my wife, and then you and your wife and your daughter came along. Um, we all got something pretty different for the most part. So we have unique uh experiences, new unique takes on what we had.
But nothing like you couldn't find at other places,
Yeah,
except for yours, maybe.
mine's a little less common. But what are your thoughts? I mean, has it been a while since you've been there? How was it going back after however long it's been?
It I was because I haven't been there for years. And I think my brother-in-law even brought it up the other day because we used to go quite a bit to do that big family burger or even the ginormous burgers. I was with the inflation going on lately, I was expecting pricing to be a little bit higher, but I was kind of pleasantly surprised like how inexpensive it was. Compared to like for example, if we went to Denny's, which Denny's isn't great, but I feel like even Denny's prices are a lot more expensive than what you get at Virg's. So I was surprised about the pricing, and that's always a good thing. So, and the portions are pretty decent.
Yeah,
For example, I split a ginormous burger with my daughter. I ate my half. She didn't eat her full half. And then I think she tried to eat it the next day. And taking hamburgers home is tough.
yeah,
I
it's
think
never
never is
good.
good. I thought she was going to give it to her brother to eat, but she liked it that much that she wanted to keep it for the next day. And then my wife got like what was it called?
The
The
largest
largest
club
club,
sandwich permitted by law.
something like that. And I think everybody got tater tots,
I
right?
did not, but yeah, you guys got tater tots.
And they were crispy and good. But I would guess that if I went with my daughter and my middle child, who's also a garbage disposal because he can eat a lot, but I bet you he and I could split the hamburger, and my wife and daughter could split the sandwich, and everybody would walk away pretty full. So that's pretty amazing to do at a restaurant nowadays and not
Yeah,
spend. So I'm like, oh, we might go back for that reason. That if you want to go to a restaurant and not spend, $100 going to the restaurant, it's an good alternative. And it's what's the term you would call it? Type food, comfort food, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're on a diet, it's probably not the best place to go. I don't think they probably have a lot of diet friendly
They're not
options.
they're not listing calories on the menu here.
Yeah, exactly.
And my wife also got a burger. She thought it was all right. I had a couple bites and I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's a
It's a burger,
it's a burger.
right?
Nothing out of this world. And I opted for because I just feel like I need to when I see it on the menu. I had to get the Monte Cristo. I was
Right.
really excited about it because it was a
French toast one.
yeah, that's how it was marketed. A French toast Monte Cristo. And so, I had to give it a shot. I had to have to find the on the search for the best Monte Cristo in the state. And I have to say, I don't think it made the cut. It
No,
wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was a bad meal, but I think I was really excited for the aspect of it being like a French toast instead of just normal bread. And I was a little sad that they didn't have their own jelly. They just gave you little packets of, you know, like you'll get at
Denny's or anywhere
yeah,
else, right?
Denny's or anywhere else. Like it's just
I,
the little Welch's or whatever they are jelly. It's like, come on.
my spoonful of jelly.
Yeah. And so that was a little underwhelming and the hash browns were good, but my sandwich, I ended up taking a lot of the meat off. I just wasn't, I was like,
Wasn't feeling it.
wasn't feeling it. I'm not saying it was like a bad thing, but I just was a little underwhelmed by the meal. And I think, we went kind of later at night. They were pretty close to closing, maybe that factored into it. I'm not going to be give them too bad of marks because of that, but you know, you're not going to get as good of an experience or quality product if you're going towards the end of the night. So,
Okay. That's fair. Like, yeah, I guess it would be a hidden gem if you did find out that it was like the best Monte Cristo you ever had. And you're right. And the burgers too. Like, it's not like, to me, it's about the value
yeah.
and the atmosphere
Mm-hmm.
is
It was a
kind of
unique
fun.
atmosphere. Our waitress was
Yeah.
nice enough. It was they commit to a theme, which I'm always appreciative of.
Yeah. And I love that. And I loved it when it was wingers too. I went to that same location a bunch of times when it was wingers. And I just think it's fun to be in that kind of old school dining cart
Yeah,
type thing. So it's fun. It's I was shocked because I feel like Virgis for a while was like pretty popular. Like it was always pretty packed.
agree.
And I was a little nervous when we pulled up and like, oh crap, are they even open? Because
Yeah,
there
there's
wasn't
like
many
nobody
cars in the
there.
parking lot. And they were open. I think they're only open till 9, if I remember correctly. We got there like what, about 8 o'clock.
Yeah,
It was early enough that you didn't feel guilty going in and eating, right? Because we were
right.
out of there before they closed.
Yeah, it's not like they were trying to shovel us out or anything.
Right. Gonna hurry us up. And like I said, it's nice too because I like if everybody's saying well, except they don't really have Italian on the menu, but they have like a Mexican menu. They have breakfast all day, right?
Yeah, kind of
They
reminds
have
me
your
of like a
burgers and
Jim's
sandwich.
too. You've been to Jim's
Yeah,
before?
yeah. You know what? That's probably the best comparison I could think of.
Probably more stuff on the menu than they do at a Jim's. Honestly, it's a pretty
Hmm.
diverse menu, but that's probably a
It's a
closer
good
comparison like than like a
comparison.
Denny's if you want to get like a local, a little more comparison. Which I think Jim's is fine. Again, not my favorite place in the world. It's kind of that diner feel in a place that, the older crowd usually frequents. And when we were there,
Hmm.
we were overwhelmingly the youngest ones in the restaurant,
That's
like
probably correct.
at least 20 years.
Yeah, we
Well,
were
20
we
years for
were the
you.
only
And
ones that could not order off of the senior section of the menu.
yeah, which it's really is hit or miss with those types of places. But I wouldn't call this place a miss. I didn't think it was a miss, but I was just a little underwhelmed by my sandwiches.
Well, we should go back and see if they'll bring back the family burger challenge just one last time. And I couldn't tell from the pictures; it looks like it was two people trying to down it, right? Or is it
Think
just
so.
one?
Yeah, I mean we could do that, right? We
Because
could
I
do
can do it. I've done. We used to go to two stores. We used to go to Porter Rockwell's restaurant in Lehigh when Lehigh wasn't as big,
Is that
and they
still a
had.
thing?
I don't know if it's still around. I don't know if
That
they've
sounds
moved it or,
cool.
but they had a pound hamburger. And as shortly after my mission, so my dad would want to meet up there quite a bit, and he was always shocked that we could down the whole thing. And there was it Ruby Tuesdays. Was that the name of a restaurant in Jordan Landing?
Uh
Was it before it became Black Bear Diner? I think it was called Ruby's.
was it
Ruby's
TJ
Tuesdays.
Fridays?
Ruby Tuesdays sounds right.
Maybe
I don't know
you're
if they're
right.
still around. Anyways, they used to hand out coupons in our neighborhood for like buy one get one free. So my wife and I went there all the time when we were first married, and I was in pretty decent shape back then. And it's weird how like if you're in good shape and going to the gym a lot, like your metabolism is like really high, and if you stop going, it slows down.
Hmm.
But they had it kind of like built like a Big Mac, and it was 2 half-pound burgers. I think it was just a quarter. I think it was 2 half-pound patties, so it was a pound burger, but kind of Big Mac style, right?
Yeah.
And with the bread in the middle. And I would always get that and fries, and my wife would always get like a steak and potatoes. And every time the waiter waitress brought it out, they'd be like, "Oh, haha, good luck finishing that." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to finish the hamburger. I'm going to finish my fries, and I'm going to eat her baked potato. You just watch." And they're always like I said, I wasn't a big dude back then, like I am now. Now they'd be like, "Oh yeah, fatty, you're gonna take this no problem." But so I would think going back to the challenge, if it with two of us could do I could definitely do my
You
pound and
probably
a
have to
half.
do three-fourths of it, but I could help. I could, you know.
But I recall when my brother and I did like the family burger, we did like a bacon burger. I feel like they put like a pound of bacon on it as well.
Oh,
Like it
that's a
was
lot of
so much
bacon.
bacon. Like it was, yeah, I think both times I don't think we were trying to finish it. We are just eating till we're full, but just sharing it because it was like a good deal. I think it was only like 20 plus bucks.
For two
But
people, yeah, it's not bad.
yeah, so we could both eat like a quarter of it and we both taken the other quarter home. So basically we could eat half together. But it was a challenge.
Uh-huh.
I think I could do it.
I'm surprised more people don't do challenges. Like I feel like challenges are just not as big of a thing these days. Maybe because people are more health conscious, so they don't want to
That could be
overindulge
it.
like that. But like, there's not a lot. Like, there's the Liberty Bell challenge at
Uh,
um,
wow, what's it called? Starts with a B, doesn't it?
Founding. What is it?
The starts with a
Brookers.
B. Bookers.
They got that one at
Brookers.
Brookers. They've got. I think they've got a burger challenge at Burley Burger. Have you ever been to Burley Burger?
I don't think so.
We should. That's one we should check out. I like Burley Burger. Like those are the only two that like stick out. Do you remember a place in Jordan Landing that was a pizza place that had a pizza challenge?
Uh-uh.
It was like a surfing restaurant kind of vibe, and I
Oh,
think
oh
it's
yeah, it's where the
Spitz.
Spitz is.
Yeah, what was
Yeah,
that
what was
called?
that? Yeah. Yeah, I remember
I like
having
that place, but they
was it
definitely had
burgers?
like a surfboard pizza challenge.
Okay. Or pizza? Was it pizza?
It was pizza, and I remember
Interesting.
going in a few years before my mission, but I looked on the pictures of everybody that's done it, and it was mostly missionaries that had completed the pizza
Oh, the
challenge.
challenge.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say challenges like for spicy food,
Mm,
but like as overall like eating a large portion, don't see that very often. But I'll tell you what though, if it was a good pizza, I could probably handle that. But for some reason, I can eat the crap out of hamburgers.
really?
So I think if it's a good hamburger, I could probably do that over in like the ice cream one at Brooker's. I don't think I could do that because the sugar would get to me too quickly.
Yeah.
But for some reason, like I was telling my son the other day, we're talking about McDonald's. When they opened up the one in the district, so that's how long it's been. It's been a long time over in South Jordan.
Hmm.
He was probably 4 or 5 years old, but they were doing like one day out of the week for the first month, like 99-cent Big Macs. And I had already eaten 5 Big Macs. And then Rocky's like, I want another Big Mac. So I was going up to getting another one, and a lady handed me a coupon for buy one, get one free. So I'm like, okay. So I got, so I had to use it. So I got 2 more Big Macs, thinking, okay, I could probably handle one more. And then he got his Big Mac. And then he's like, I don't want it anymore. I'm like, what? So I'm like, So I ate 7 Big Macs like in one sitting. Again,
That's
I was in a
crazy.
lot better shape back then, but I can eat my weight in hamburgers for some reason.
Hmm.
It's something I can just do.
I mean, I
So
love burgers. Like maybe I've never tried. I haven't been in that position, but yeah, maybe I could too. I worry about food challenges because I just don't. I like to think I would handle them well, but I know I probably couldn't. Yeah, I definitely couldn't do the Liberty Bell. I could do. I don't know. I could eat a lot of pizza. I can
I was
down
saying
some. I can
sometimes
down some
pizza, if it's
pizza.
a good pizza, I can eat a lot of pizza. Just keep eating. Like honestly, if we went over to Little Caesars, which used to be $5 pizza, but just the
It's
regular
like $10
pepperoni,
now.
I bet you I could eat the whole pizza by myself if I needed to.
We need to do the. I don't think it's a challenge, but we need to go do the Big Daddy's Big Pizza. Have you ever had one of those before?
They have like a huge pizza, right? It's
Uh
like
huh.
40 or $50.
Uh huh.
I've done like their extra larges. Actually, no, we might have we ordered one a long time ago with some of the neighborhood kids, like a long time ago. That were like, yeah.
I could probably
But I
down
thought
quite a
about
bit
that
of
would be
that
fun for a
pizza.
birthday party.
Yeah.
Is that's what they did when we went to the Castle Chaos, right? They had a couple of those big pizzas and they cut them up in squares. That's what they had at Castle Chaos when we did Media Day.
Were they those
Big
huge
Daddies.
ones?
Hmm.
I didn't. I guess I should have paid better attention, but yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
I could eat a lot of that pizza. I like Big Daddy's. Another Utah company. Yeah, we can do it for the podcast.
Yeah, I think my sister lives by the owners, Big Daddies.
You're gonna have to
But
pursue that a little bit. Figure it out, Nate. Get us a free one of those pizzas and we can do a challenge. It'll be the
that
debut of
one,
our
I don't
YouTube
know.
channel.
Maybe I could. Maybe I could. But I do. I get on my reel, not much anymore, but there's a guy, bigger dude that does
Mm,
challenges, Atlas or something like that. You seen that guy?
I think so. And everybody's like,
So
doesn't think he can do it, and he always does.
yeah, yeah.
He did.
There's
He
only
did a
been a few
Utah
challenges.
one recently, didn't he?
I don't know. I feel like he's
I
always
think
in
he
the
did
South.
the. I think he might have done the Liberty Bell challenge.
Really?
Yeah, maybe I'm mistaken, but I think there was something like that. He was here for in Utah for something. I'll have to go back and figure it out. But yeah, that guy's crazy. There is one final thing that we got off the menu we should talk about, and this was probably my more favorite thing. Well, out of the two things I had, or three if you count my wife's hamburger, which I had a few bites of. Um, I always want to get dessert, never do, but they had something on the dessert menu that I had to try just because it was so different. And I'm kind of mad as I'm looking at the picture now and realizing I did not get a cherry on top. Unless you ate the cherry. Did you eat the cherry? They didn't give me a cherry on top of my ice cream chimichanga, and I'm sad about that. Yeah, ice cream chimichanga. And again, going back to the prices, like 4.95, that's not bad. It was
No.
pretty big.
Yeah. It was pretty big and it was actually pretty good. I thought I
Yeah.
liked it.
Yeah, I let you have some of it. You were trying it with me. I don't remember if my wife had any. Maybe she did, but it was I like I like innovation. I like weird things like that.
You're
Never
right.
seen the ice cream chimichanga. I've had fried ice cream, which I think is pretty good. And I wouldn't even say it was that. It was just literally, what would you say? Like a tortilla with ice cream in it.
It kind of had the taste of like a cannoli
Yeah.
shell, or like you're eating your ice cream cone along
Mm.
with your ice cream. So it was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of ice cream, a lot of whipped cream. So can't be too mad about it. Um, anything else that we saw on the menu that maybe we'd want to go back for, give a shot? We didn't try any of they got a, like you said, a pretty robust breakfast menu with some Mexican influence. They got some burritos, some breakfast burritos, quite a few eggs Benedict creations.
And one
Build
thing,
build your own
sorry,
omelets.
yeah, breakfast is anytime. They have the Mexican side, but one thing I love about Verges and places like this is having pictures of what
Yes.
that's
Nobody has pictures anymore.
not as much anymore. That's true. I don't know. I don't know if I've really ever gone there for. I mean, you kind of did a breakfast, but now I'm kind of wondering how like a good breakfast would be there.
It's like when we went to the Midvale Mining Cafe. Like
Yeah,
I think everybody got something more dinner related. And if I recall correctly, you guys weren't very impressed with your meals.
I wasn't.
But
I'd
when
rather
you
go to
go to a
Virgis.
place like this, like it's hard to mess up breakfast, right?
Right.
Like if breakfast seems to be it seems to be a pretty safe bet, in my opinion. And so if you're nervous to go to a place like this, I
Which
don't
is
even necessarily
funny.
nervous is the right thing to say, but it's a good
Yeah.
place to fall back onto.
Yeah. But they have good dinner stuff because we were considering going to D's, and you haven't been to D's yet. But that's part of the reason I was okay not going to D's because I feel like breakfast is hard to mess up, and that's usually what I go to D's for is breakfast. And I was nervous going there for dinner
Mm.
because of what you just said. I feel it'd be another mining cafe thing where you're just like the dinner's like overpriced and just okay.
Can we go out on a limb and say that we don't have good diner dinners here in Utah?
Diner or dinner ones. I mean, I'm okay with Verges.
Yeah, yeah, okay, that's fair.
I put Verges, and if you said let's go to, but you're right.
But Midvale,
These
talking about D's, like they're not. You don't want to go
there's
have
no
dinner
nine
there.
there.
You're worried to have dinner there, but you have breakfast,
Yeah, like you said, it's really hard to mess up breakfast. And if it's messed up, then you just throw a whole bunch of syrup on it to make it better.
which I did with my Monte Cristo sandwiches.
There you go. Interesting. It's kind of like when I go to Penny Ann's, I hardly ever get anything outside of breakfast.
Do they have things outside of breakfast
They
there?
have like a lunch menu, like sandwiches
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Ooh, that's what we got to do. I do like Penny Ann's. Penny Ann's is
Yeah,
pretty good.
they're only open till like 4. And you brought up Jim's restaurant. I think they're only open till like 4 now or something, or maybe
Oh,
2 or 3. At least the one in Redwood Road that I saw in West Jordan. I think they have one in Riverton as well, Jim's.
yep. South Jordan, Riverton. Yeah. Kind of
Yeah,
by the
off of
temple.
a temple, a little further, like down by that grocery store.
Oh,
Riverton City Hall is kind of where the
okay.
gyms that I'm thinking
But
of.
there's one a little further north in like South Jordan, I think.
North. I
Like
think
I
it's
think off of
I don't
Redwood
know.
Road.
Well, Road to Road, there's one like by West Jordan Middle School
Maybe
area,
that's what I'm
isn't
thinking
there?
of.
That's
Maybe.
probably the one you're thinking of. I think that
Matt and
one
I
burned down.
went to the Jordan River Temple once. I went to gyms after for breakfast.
Well,
So
I could see you just like going, yeah, just down the street to. It's not super far away from the temple.
yeah,
So, yeah, is Jim's a local thing then?
I think so.
All right.
It's fine. I mean, I'm not in a rush to go there
I haven't
again.
been there for a long, long time.
I've gone there a couple times. I think with my aunt and uncle. They like that place quite a bit, but it's fine. Like I just wonder if maybe we just need some better diner food here in Utah. We don't have a lot of diner type places. It's more like an East Coast thing, you know. They got some really good diners on the East Coast. In here, our diners just need some work. Unless we're talking breakfast, they can do breakfast just fine. But I don't know. I'm not going to say Verges was bad. I didn't think it was bad. I think I got something that I you know is easy to mess up, and it just wasn't my
Like I said,
favorite.
your expectations were pretty high,
They were pretty
so
high.
that's hard.
Yeah,
And it is when you're getting something special like that, then you definitely you you want them to bring their A game.
yeah. But that's okay. I'm not gonna write it off. I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna go back or say that you guys shouldn't go check it out. But maybe you don't get the Monte Cristo sandwich. Did your wife enjoy her club sandwich?
Yeah, yes, I think she liked it, and that's when I asked her too because both of us had had a no eat the day before, and we were also not eating that day as well. So we hadn't eaten for a long time. So when you're starving,
Hmm.
everything tastes amazing.
Yeah.
And I did ask her if the club sandwich, and it's hard to mess up a club sandwich as well, in my opinion. But that's why I asked her, like, hey, if you weren't like starving, could you split that with Scarlett? And she goes, oh yeah, it definitely would have been filling if I wasn't starving. So and I probably could have eaten the whole hamburger by myself that night. Scarlett messed things up. Not really. I think
You
I was
should have
pretty full.
just went and finished it when she went to bed.
I was pretty full. Actually, like I said, I thought she was going to give it to her brother, but I guess, like I said, it was good enough for her to want to. And she's a pretty picky eater too. So like you said, it's not a knockout. Like, hey man, everybody's got to go try their hamburgers, but they're decent.
Yeah. Well, always happy to try a new place, especially when it's with good company. Thanks for taking me to Virg's, Nate. I've always wondered about it, and now we know.
Now you know, and now we got some other places to try.
We've got plenty of places
Well,
and
D's. I'm
places.
shocked. I'm shocked you've never been to D's.
Maybe I have. Maybe it was a kid I went, but it's not something I remember.
Again, I would think like D's and or Virg's would have been like a high school spot for you guys, but
I went to Village Inn quite a bit in high school.
really,
Yeah,
there's still one left, right, over in Murray.
I don't know. I'd
I
be
think that one by the
surprised.
Braza Grill. I think it's still around.
Oh yeah, I felt like I saw that one close. Maybe it's still there. But yeah, that one was a big one. Um,
Interesting.
yeah, a couple of high school spots. Some we need to talk about on the podcast still, but a Belgian Waffle House. That was your high school diner breakfast spot,
Oh,
right?
and I did, and I still want to go do Woody's drive-in, but and that wasn't something we talked about. They weren't open, but they're open again.
Oh, they are right now. Oh, as we're yeah, because we're talking
They
in the future.
they were open last week on the 1st,
Oh, really?
April 1st.
Right, right. Because we're recording this in April. They're back open. Hopefully that's true. They actually did open.
Like, wait, what? You didn't tell me this.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go do that one because I really like Woody's, even if we're not gonna be able to have them on the podcast to talk about it.
Even though they said they would.
They said they would, but they do not respond. But that's okay. I'm they stay in their lane and they make good food, so that's okay. Don't need to talk to us. But anyways, we're back at it after our 1 week hiatus of announcing our being done with the podcast. But let us know what your favorite diner is. If you're a fan of Virg's, let us know in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Smash that like button.
And as always, thanks for listening to This Is a Place podcast.
And this was a place we just talked about.